Welcome to Part of My Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have one now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get everything fixed here. I had things kind of discombobulated out down in my space. Hello, hello, everyone. Gosh, I'm like all disheveled today. I was trying to like rush and get ready, and my printer wasn't working, and all sorts of things. So yeah, welcome to Frenchie Friday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful day. If you are here, put your name in the chat. Say hello, hello, hello. The only rules on Frenchie Friday is that everybody has a good time and just everybody's respectful. The moderators, oh, there's a moderator. Moderator is probably tired because she knows she has to work tomorrow. So, anyways, but it is Frenchie Friday, so everybody has to stay up for Frenchie Friday. Dave is here. Dave and Violet are here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got some fun stuff tonight. I'm really, really excited about it. So I'll give everybody a chance to kind of get in here and had such a wonderful, wonderful day today. It was nice. And well, I mean, you know what? Whoops. I just dropped all my stuff. Actually, I will say this. It was an interesting day today because it was kind of, oh, hello, Erin. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hello, Michelle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And it was an interesting day today because it was like my day off of work. I know I've mentioned that I've been working like a lot of days and hours. So it was actually kind of nice to have a day off of work. And then I was like I wanted to go to the pool all day, but then it started being overcast. I didn't know if it was going to rain and all this other stuff. So that did not happen. But I ended up doing some other running around, but pool day would have been nice. Maybe somebody, maybe sometime, hopefully tomorrow or the next day. I got to work tomorrow too. So, and the next day, but anyways, but yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Yeah, I wasn't, is Patty on yet? Did Patty come on yet? Or no, Patty's not. Oh, there's Patty. Patty's on. Good, good. Patty had sent over a story 2 weeks ago, so I will say that I am going to be talking about it tonight. So, hello, Patricia. I will be talking about Patty's story, but the thing is with Patty is she sent me a story, and so then I'm getting this story ready for tonight because I promised her I would talk about it, and so in doing the pulling the story, I went down like this huge rabbit hole and found this other really cool stuff. So you can thank Patty for one of the stories, and then me like going down this big rabbit hole, and then trying to get everything done and ready for tonight. But anyways, either way, exciting. Frenchie Friday is always exciting and laid back, and that's what I like about it. I also have something really, really exciting. I've been waiting like 2.5 months for this thing, and oh, you went to, oh, no way. Oh, I was going to say, I bet it was cold. You went swimming in Lake Michigan? Lake Michigan is always cold. But I mean, I would assume with as hot as it's been, it wouldn't have been the water wouldn't have been too cold. But either way, I remember that growing up, it was always cold. But I mean, I guess when you're out there in 100-degree weather, anything's kind of nice, right? Probably hear the girls in the back. They are playing tug of war on one of their favorite toys, which is some sort of pork chicken. So yes, they're playing. I always call it my gladiators. They're like little gladiators. They sit there and they take one toy and they will sit there and just play this like tug of war on it. And if one drops it, like usually it will be Coco that will drop it. Coco will drop it, and then Rosie will take it right back over and put it right back in her face so that she can grab it again. Because they do. I mean, they love playing it. And they, like I said, they're a hoot. But you could probably hear them because they're having fun though, so I don't care. But yeah, so I have I'm doing an unboxing tonight. I have not opened it yet. the co-producer up in the top for me, so I wouldn't be struggling with that. But I'm so excited for this thing. I've been waiting like 3 months, 2-3 months for this to come in. I am so excited. I haven't even looked at it yet, so I'm gonna do it here. It's not gonna take that long, but I am gonna do it here because I'm so excited. And the bad thing was, it comes FedEx because it comes from California, and they were supposed to deliver it yesterday, and I was supposed to be here because you have to have a signature in order to get it. And I unfortunately was at work, and I missed the FedEx guy. And then, I don't know, you know how that is when they have to try to redeliver something. It just, you never know when it's going to come, where it's supposed to come. And I wanted to make sure that I had it for tonight. So I had it taken to a FedEx drop area so that I wouldn't miss it today. And I'm just so happy. I'm so happy it's here. I can't wait to see it. I have not seen it yet. So very, very excited. But anyways, so we have big events coming up. We have the gladiators just got in trouble. They got the gladiators just got in trouble for, I guess, being too loud. But they're all right. Rosie's still here with me. Coco was banished upstairs, I think. But anyways, they weren't bothering me, but that's fine. I enjoy to watch it. I love watching them play anyways. But anyway, so we got big events coming up. We got this week. We've got next Sunday. I guess I could have probably talked about it Tuesday or Friday. But next Sunday is Father's Day. So happy early Father's Day. I'm sorry to say, I apologize for anybody on here, but I do have the best father in the world. So, everybody else in the world lucked out. I got the best one. So, happy early Father's Day to my father, who is, 100 exactly. So even the moderator says 100%. I was very, very blessed with a wonderful mother and a wonderful father, and so we always like to celebrate them on Father's Day and so forth. So happy early Father's Day. And like I said, we'll talk about that throughout the week too, because again, I realize I have 2 more shows before Father's Day. So, but anyways, come on, you coming up here? Come on. I know you got in trouble. Come on. Get over. Come on. I know I put my box in the way here. Come on. You can do it. Come on, potato. Oh, hang on. Come here. Come on. All right, come here. All right. So Rosie's joining us here on the couch. Even though I know you want to see the unboxing too, don't you? Yeah. So here, Rosie's here on the couch to see what's in the box, because she's been jumping all over it earlier. But like I said, it seems like Coco was banished your sister was banished upstairs because you guys were fighting. So, or not fighting, but playing loudly. So anyways, but we went to I thought this was cool too, before I go into the unboxing. We went to, the moderator wanted to go and get a rosary today. So we went to the Catholic bookstore and all that stuff. And when we were there, I saw these really 2 cool little books, because I always look in like the pet loss section to pick up stuff, because I know tons of people that lose pets, so I always pick up extra cards and things like that. But when I was in their little pet loss section today, they had 2 really like cute books, and I haven't even like gone through them yet. But one says, "I love my pet," and I thought that was adorable for kids. I thought that was absolutely adorable. So I've got to read that today too. I haven't gone through that yet. And then this other one I thought was really cool too. It says, "God's creatures great and small, prayers for our pets and other animals." And I thought that was so sweet too. And I did kind of flip through this one, and they have like, oh gosh, what was it? Prayers for the fate of animals, what animals teach you, prayers for endangered animals, veterinarians' prayers, plea for working animals, prayer for kindness. I mean, all sorts of things. Prayer of forgiveness for pet accidents. That's an interesting one. I just opened up a prayer for forgiveness for pet accidents. Wow, interesting. I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna have to go through this later. But roads prayer for animals that die on the roadside. Prayer for performing animals. I'm assuming that's like circus animals. Um, blessing over pets' food. This I'm really gonna go through this later because this is a lot more interesting. A goodbye service for a deceased pet. Huh. I'm really going to go through this because this book is really like more interesting now that I'm flipping through it on here. But I'm not going to bore you with all that. But it's just really, really cool. I was, I like finding things like that in stores and interesting things. So, anyways, but moving on. Let me show you what I got. Let me show you what I bought. And again, and the only reason why it took so long to get here. Anybody could order one now and they'll come right away. But the only reason why it took so long to get here was because I had seen this earlier, and they had said that the release date was going to be in June. So, and I was on their mailing list, so I got a little bit of a discount on it. If I bought it 2 months ahead of time, which I did because I wanted it so bad. So anyways, so let me get out this box. Geez. And like I said, I know I talked about this once before. But like I said, I'm so excited because it finally came today. So I got here, it comes in this nice bubble wrap, which is, whatever, right? But it also comes with something else cute, which I just saw that when I poked my head out. So let me open this bubble wrap real quick because, like I said, I have not seen this yet. And I hope it's not broke because it is extremely fragile. But, and the company that has this is an all-female company. They are out of California, and they do part of the proceeds for these go to like their local shelters and so forth for rescue animals. So, so it's like you're getting it, but you're also, it's going to a good cause as well. So, let me open this up real quick, and I've been like stoked ever since I bought this thing. Okay, and they really bubble wrap it, so that's good because it is very fragile. Good Lord. Yeesh. I probably should have like pre-ripped this ahead of time, but bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. And then I trust you after this, it'll get a lot more interesting. But I mean, you get out of this. You get out of the massive bubble tape, and it's got another layer in here. So let me, put that in there so I don't make a mess. All right, so let me get in this other one, and I am just so elated for this. And anyway, so yeah, while I'm doing this and cutting through, looks like 17 layers of plastic now. How is it? Summer is upon us, and my son got his cast off, so that's exciting. He has a cast off, but he has to wear this brace thing for like 2 weeks. Because evidently with kids, I guess they would have left it on for another 2 weeks to cast, but because of kids, do you think you know what it is? I know I talked about it before, but like I said, I can get this damn thing off of me. But I guess with kids, they don't like to leave casts on for like the full 6 weeks unless it's like a horrible break. But so they left it on for 4 weeks, and then they took it off, and hang on. Now this, I will say, this one is the French Bulldog one, and that's the only one I wanted. They do have a whole line of like regular bulldogs. Let me get this plastic off his face. Oh my goodness. I am just already in love with this thing. Hang on. I mean, I understand that they're trying to be real. But yeah, so with the casting, they don't like to leave it on kids for the whole 6 weeks, I guess, because it does something to their muscle. So they want to make sure that, very carefully do this. They want to make sure that like his muscle or his arm has a chance to get the muscle working again and all that stuff. So, yeah, so they have him wear a brace for the last 2 weeks, and it was cool because we did get to, oh Lord, we did get to see like the X-ray after it, and you could see like the whole new, like bone that grew and everything. So, my goodness, there is a lot of wrapping. Well, I guess that's one thing. If you do order from this, it will come nice and tightly wrapped. But okay, and that's just a regular thing. So this is, oh, hang on, get rid of this. This is from the company Moscato Tequila. This is their French Bulldog design. So this is all filled with tequila. So this is their French Bulldog line from Moscato Tequila, and it's all tequila in here, and it comes with, it's very heavy too, probably because it's filled with tequila. But I mean, and all these are like handcrafted. Yes, right? Isn't that pretty? All the markings on it, and like even the eyes and everything, just adorable, absolutely adorable. And of course they got the French Bulldog ones, but they also have, so it comes with, which again, had I opened this ahead of time, I would have probably had this all put together. But so it comes with a doghouse. So once I put the doghouse together, he'll sit in this little doghouse on display. But just absolutely adorable. But yeah, Moscato Tequila, like I said, I wish I would have put the doghouse. Let me put this over here for a second. But again, all women-owned company. They make their own brand of tequila, and they have other ones too that again, they have regular bulldogs, but this was their first French bulldog that they had. So I'm like, I had to get it. And like I said, part of the proceeds go to charity and all that stuff, but I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. I think it's adorable. So, and all full of tequila. I don't really, I'm not a real big drinker. But, like I said, it's, yeah, this is awesome. And like I said, I'll show you. Let me put him over there so I don't draw them. But yeah, once I figure out how to maneuver this. Oh, wait, wrong way. Yeah, it comes with a little dog house, and then you can put him in here, and then he can sit there like on display. I just have to figure out how all that goes, but isn't that really cool? I was waiting for this thing, and like I said, if I was out in California, I would be. I'd probably go and they have a distillery out there. And yeah, well, that's what it says. It says Moscato Tequila is an exceptional product, delights taste buds, but also contributes to animal welfare efforts. Moscato is a brand dedicated to making a difference by donating a portion of the net proceeds to support animal shelters and rescues. This means every decanter purchase plays a part in saving the lives of animals in need. It says, by choosing this Moscato 9-month aged tequila, you will experience a top quality product with rich, flavorful baked agave, hints of vanilla, light barrel notes, and a light barrel notes that is perfect for sipping, neat, or mixing, and sure to, please any tequila aficionado. Crafted by our master artisans, each Moscato French Bulldog decanter is an exquisite handmade work of art that is not only stunning to look at, but also a one-of-a-kind gift for collectors, tequila enthusiasts, or anyone seeking a memorable piece. So really thought that was cool. So I'm so excited. Make sure you put the doghouse together before you test it. Oh, yeah, right. Well, I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, it doesn't look, too challenging, to put together. But like I said, I'll probably have the co-producer put that together for me because anyways, so we'll put that off to the side. But that is my geez, he's heavy too. I mean, he must be full to the brim. But just look how cute that is. And so pretty, so pretty, and but you could tell that they are numbered on the bottom, so that's really cool. So it says and I wish I had my other glasses on. I can't see, but looks like they are numbered on the bottom, and but yeah, I just loved it. So so I will put him over here so I don't drop him, because that would make me very upset right now. So I will move him here, and then all right, so we'll stick him over there where he's nice and safe. But anyway, so right, worth the wait, completely right. And like I said, I was so excited when that came in today. I was just elated. I'm gonna say I hear the dogs coming back down again, so I will move this over. Let me see. Can you grab that? Thank you. I just have to make sure that he's heavy. Be careful. Just want to make sure that I love my dogs, but that would be the one thing that they would try to do is probably knock my thing over, and then I be upset. So anyways, but let's get into some fun stuff, because this is one of the things that Patty sent me, that she said, you've got to talk about this. So I will. So this first, and I've got a few of them, because like I said, I went down the rabbit hole, and I thought that these were kind of interesting for Frenchie Friday. So it says this pair of parakeets are saving their species one chick at a time. It says there's about 450 orange-fronted parakeets left in the world. Super breeders Nacho and Trixie are doing their best to bolster the population. So here's them, right? Okay. And it says 2 critically endangered parakeets had been hailed the super breeders in New Zealand after a pair produced 55 chicks in 2 years, increasing the population by 10% more. The orange-fronted parakeet, which was declared extinct in 1919 and 1965, only to be rediscovered both times in the depths of the mountain areas. It's the country's rarest parakeet. Now there's only about 450 left in the world. Conservationists are doing what they can to prevent the bird from going extinct the 3rd time by creating a predator-free sanctuaries. It says that these 2 birds were paired in 2024, and 55 chicks were produced, 33 alone this season, which runs from December to April. And compared to other birds. So Trixie and Nacho are really doing their part there in New Zealand to bring on the, that's what it said here too. It says New Zealand is a home to 206 breeding bird species, and 94 of them are found nowhere else in the world. So 94 endangered birds are in your country. Among them are the world's. Okay. So here's the next one. Among those 94 birds is the world's fattest parrot, and the world. You guys have the world's fattest parrot, and kiwi, a small bird with long-billed, that is country's national icon. So I thought that was funny too. So you not only have. We need more Trixie, right? Right. That's what Patty said. She's like, boy, these Trixie and Nacho are really saving New Zealand there, or saving the bird population. But look how cute they are too. But anyway, so I just said it a second ago. This is how I went down the rabbit hole. So I started reading about that, and then it said that you guys also had the world's fattest parrot, which is this guy. It says the world's fattest parrot of New Zealand. It says world's heaviest and fattest parrot, native only, gives news. Okay, hang on there. It says the only flightless parrot and the only nocturnal parrot. It says that the males can weigh up to 3 to 6 pounds, and females can weigh up to 2 to 3.5 pounds. Males are significantly larger. Okay, why so fat? So it says they evolved on predator-free islands, and they developed a low metabolic rate and slow large storages of, or they store large storages of fat for long periods between rich foods. Blah blah blah. So here you go. Here's the world's fattest parrot, and actually, right? I know he actually kind of looks, pretty fluffy. Somewhere I had seen it was like called a parrot owl or something like that. But yeah, he looks pretty right, exactly. I was gonna say, have you ever seen any of these things there, Michelle? I mean, I know New Zealand's like huge and everything, or large. I mean, but what is this dog? Get over here, Rosie. Come over here. She's eating something now. Rosie's eating something over there, but which the co-producer may have to come and get whatever that is out of her mouth before she chokes on it. Come here. Come here. Come here. See, the potato's being bad now. So, oh, what did you drop? Oh, this bad dog. Come here. Oh, see, okay. I know. Oh, is that? Well, I'm sure. I bet they are probably like in more heavily like wooded areas and so forth. I bet. But okay, so if we want to flip over to Aaron's world, so I told you I went down a rabbit hole, right? So Aaron's in Canada, right? And I don't. You maybe. I'm sure you may know about this. Okay, so we got this lady, right? So, but she's got a cat here. You can't see the cat in the top picture, but it's in the little top barrel there. I blew up the cat a little bit. Now, I don't know if I like this lady or not after reading this story, but I pulled it because it's, from Niagara Falls in Canada. So the cat that conquered Niagara Falls. I seen a kiwi down. Yeah, well, it says that. I was going to say, it said that like kiwis are real big there. So, and I know I'll have to look up a picture of them. I know I've seen them before. They've got the real long. I think I've seen them when I've been in Florida. They had this whole like bird sanctuary thing, and I know that they had kiwis there because I like the name of them. So, but anyway, so this is the cat that conquered Niagara Falls. So this lady here is Annie Edison Taylor. She's a school teacher. Again, not sure if I like her yet because of this story, but okay. Annie Edison Taylor attempted her first famous barrel ride down Niagara Falls in 1901. But before this lady decided to throw herself down Niagara Falls, the cat, she tested the barrel that she was going to go down the falls with her cat. Okay, so the cat. So she tested the barrel with her pet cat. The cat went over Niagara Falls and survived, thank God, and later posed for photographs. The cat had a better safety record than many humans that have gone down Niagara Falls. On October 24th, 1901, before attempting her own ride down. This is why I don't think I like her. Who does that? If I was going to throw myself down Niagara Falls, and, I don't know if, and a lot of people, you may not, know what Niagara Falls is, but, if you don't, you can also Google it too. But I mean, it's these huge falls, right? And yeah, you could, die going down them. But anyways, October 24th, before attempting her own ride over the falls, Annie Edison Taylor reportedly sent a cat over the falls in a barrel to test it out to make sure, right? The cat survived the plunge, suffering only a small cut on its head. Afterwards, the cat was photographed sitting on the barrel, becoming an unlikely celebrity. 2 days later, the lady, Annie Addison Taylor, made the trip herself and survived, though she was injured and shaken by the experience. Well, I guess so, right? Um, yeah, right. I mean, why would you? It'd be like me saying I'm going to throw myself down Niagara Falls and I'm going to put Rosie in the barrel first to see if she makes it. That's just awful, right? The irony is that the cat's Niagara Falls record was arguably the best and better than many human daredevils who followed. Over the decades, numerous people attempted stunts at the falls and not survived. When the cat completed its single trip and lived to tell the tale, it's at least a legend. So I thought that was kind of neat. Now, like I said, I don't know if I like her because I don't know if I would have thrown my cat down Niagara Falls or my dog or any other living creature that I loved. And she was a school teacher too. When she went down, what does it say here? She went down Niagara Falls. Let's see here. She was American school teacher and Daredevil. She was 63 years old when she did this, becoming the first person to survive going over the Niagara Falls in a barrel. It says, seeking financial security, she engineered a custom oak iron barrel for the stunt, emerging only with minor injuries. She's dubbed the Queen of the Mist. She gained brief fame, but little fortune, and died penniless in 1921 despite her historic feat. So maybe that was her karma for throwing the cat down the falls. I don't know. But I just don't think that's nice. Not nice at all. So, anyways, then again, as I'm like going down these rabbit holes, right? I found this guy, and it was a Frenchie, so I had to go with Frenchie Friday. So this guy is Mutt. He was a French bulldog, served heroically in World War I as a trench messenger and morale booster for the U.S. soldiers. During World War II, dogs were widely used for various military purposes, including delivering messages, carrying supplies, pulling equipment, finding wounded soldiers, and providing comfort. Mutt, a French bulldog, was part of the YMCA cigarette dog delivery service. Isn't that interesting? I'm assuming that's what's on his back is cigarettes. He was tasked with delivering cigarettes to soldiers of the U.S. Army, which also served as a form of short-term therapy and morale support. Mutt was known as a trench runner, bravely navigating dangerous battlefield conditions. He was wounded twice during his service, but continued his duties, demonstrating remarkable loyalty and courage. His presence not only delivered supplies, but also lifted spirits of soldiers during the harsh realities of trench warfare. After the war, unlike many service dogs who were left behind, that's just awful. That's awful. They leave them behind there? That's just awful. I didn't even know that. Probably should have read these ahead of time, right? Yeah, could you imagine that, Michelle? Like these dogs, like out in war and getting like zoomies and like running all over the place, and that'd be hazardous. We would get found by the enemy like nobody's business. It says after the war, unlike many service dogs who were left behind, Mutt was smuggled back to the United States by his soldier companions. Despite initial threats from the ship captain, he safely returned to New York and lived out the rest of his life as a celebrated war hero. It says French bulldogs like Mutt were part of a broader tradition of war dogs, which included other breeds that had roles of carrying messages, wearing a warning of gas attacks, and assisting in combat operations. It says these dogs were valued not only for their practical contributions, but also for psychological comfort. Mutt's story highlights the unique and often overlooked contributions of French bulldogs and other dogs during World War I, showcasing their bravery, loyalty, and vital role. It played in supporting human soldiers during history's most challenging conflicts. And when I was looking up that too, because I was like, Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? I was gonna say Rosie might make it. I don't think Coco would. Coco. Well, she can't hear anything anyways. But so then maybe that would be good for her because then maybe the noises wouldn't bother her so much. Um, but I was looking up, like other dogs and stuff that contributed during war times, and um, they said French bulldogs, Boston Terriers. They said the miniature poodle. That was an interesting one. Miniature poodle was one. Now, I will say that the miniature poodle did not last in service that long, meaning that they didn't use them that long. Not that they died out there, but they said that they didn't use them that long just because they found that the miniature poodle was more of a companion animal than, running on battlefields and so forth. But they used them for, I guess there was a lot of rats and mice and stuff and like these trenches and the holes that they would have to go into. So they would train these dogs to eat rats and stuff or get the rats out. And then they would stick these little dogs in the holes. They'd go get the rats out. And then it would keep the trenches cleared and stuff for these guys. So how cool is that, right? I mean, again, thanks, Patty. Like I said, I went down this whole wormhole of like really interesting things. So, yeah, but that is that one. So then, yeah, what was known as a trench runner. He would go. Yeah, he was a trench runner. Okay, so let me move on to this other one because I thought this guy was cool. Now this one is pretty big. I've heard of him before. Sergeant Stubby was the most decorated dog of World War I, serving 18 months on the Western Front and saving countless lives. So this guy right here. Now he was like between a Boston and I guess it says Stubby was a stray dog found wandering the grounds of Yale University in Connecticut, where the 102nd Infantry Regime was training. Private Robert Conroy formed a bond with the dog, naming him Stubby due to his short tail. Despite regulations against dogs in camp, Stubby became the unofficial mascot, learning commands, bugle calls, and even a dog-modified salute by placing his paw on his eyebrow. It says, let's see. It's okay. Stubby's contribution went beyond morale. He detected mustard gas attacks, alerting soldiers before humans could sense the gas, and he later wore a specialty designed gas mask. He found and comforted wounded soldiers in no man's land, acting as an early form of battlefield medical support. So he would find the wounded soldiers and so forth out there. He captured a German spy, it says, by holding him until American soldiers arrived, leading to his nomination in the rank of sergeant. So that's how he became a sergeant, by capturing a spy. He alerted troops to the incoming artillery when with his acute hearing, giving soldiers time to cover. Stubby was wounded multiple times, including from mustard gas, hand grenades, but he recovered each time, returning to the front lines. So let's see. He said Stubby received numerous awards, including a gold medal, a wounded stripe, and 2 Purple Hearts, making him the most decorated dog of the Great World War. He was the only dog promoted to sergeant through combat, and he returned to the United States, where he became a national hero. Now, it says his, you know what? It's funny that you say that. It says, okay, so it says that, it says actually Stubby's body, his preserved body is on display at the National Museum of American History. And his story was, here you go, Michelle. His story inspired the 2018 animated film Sergeant. So I'll have to look that up. Yeah. Oh, hey. Hello. Welcome. How's your mom doing? I hope she's doing a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to look it up because it does say that there's a 2018 animated film He died in March 16th of 1826 in Washington, D.C., reportedly in the arms of his owner, Corporal Robert Conway. So it says he was about 10 years old when he passed away. Let's see. Yep. So that is him. Yeah, I hope your mom is doing well. Is your mom doing a little bit? But you know what? You're jumping ahead of me. It's funny that you say that you said pigeons helped in World War II. Okay, well, hang on. You're jumping ahead of me. Look, because I found pigeons. And I guess, real quick here, because I didn't. Now, I'm glad that you said that. See? Oh, good. This is a statue that they have of Stubby in one of the it's in Connecticut, but yeah, so I'd like to go see that too. But anyways, so yes, you brought up pigeons, and here, this was this good thing that you said that. G.I. Joe, what did I just do with it? G.I. Joe was an American carrier pigeon responsible for saving the lives of an estimated 1,000 people during World War II. During an attempt to take back the German-occupied town of Italy, American bombers were preparing to unleash a payload to support the British troops on the ground. However, an unexpected German retreat meant the British could take the village ahead of the schedule. The problem was that no one could get a message to the Americans about the bomb. No one could get a message to the Americans about to bomb the whole town. At least as a last-ditch effort, Joe was sent back to base with a message to stop the bombing. Beyond anyone's prediction, Joe was able to fly 20 miles back to the base in just 20 minutes. He arrived before the planes were scheduled to take off, earning him the Dickin Medal for animal bravery, and the only American animal to receive the British award. So, I see a program of pigeon portraits. How they still? Oh, you know what? That's huge. We have people here. You know who was a big person that worked with carrier pigeons and bred pigeons, shockingly enough, was Mike Tyson. And I think he still does. Mike Tyson, the boxer, which I'm sure a lot of people know who Mike Tyson is, but he does that. He breeds pigeons. He has carrier pigeons, all sorts of things. So yeah, pigeons are extremely smart birds. So anyways, but yeah, I'm glad you brought up pigeons because that was next on my list. Then we've got, like I said, I went down this rabbit hole today. We got, for my cat people, Simon the cat was a decorated naval crewman. Let's see. The feline served on the British naval vessel during the Chinese Civil War. He was awarded the Dickin Medal on his instrumental role in a 3-month siege that occurred in 1949, originally found as a stray cat in Hong Kong. Simon was smuggled aboard the Amethyst and quickly bonded with the ship's captain. He immediately was set to work to kill the rat infestation that had been plaguing the ship. Unfortunately, Simon was badly wounded when the Amethyst was bombarded by communist Chinese troops. After receiving medical treatment for his wounds, he would begin to recover. Eventually, he killed a giant rat nicknamed Mayo Toon, earning him a promotion as an able seaman for defending the crew's food supply from the most deadly of beasts and allowing the crewmen to survive a full 3 months under siege. Simon became the first cat only to receive the Dickin Medal. So we've got a cat and a dog that won it. I know, right? But you know what? I mean, that's the thing. It's like a lot of these dogs and cats and stuff they were all stray. And so they ended up like doing these wonderful things. You know, isn't that kind of to me, that's kind of a cool thing, right? That's why I thought, I'm like, that's like, talk about talk about flipping your world around. Um, it just, you think that, you got life on the streets, and then all of a sudden you're saving men and saving people and all sorts of things. All right, I just have two more. I'll bore you with two. So this guy Rip was a search and rescue dog during World War II. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, this guy here. This is a short one too. It says, Rip, this furry guy, would win he's another one. He won the Dickin Medal for his outstanding courage and aid in rescuing 100 people from the wreckage of Nazi air raids from the British Army. He started life as a homeless stray in London, but he was found and adopted by an air raid warden and made a mascot of his post. It was soon obvious that he had a talent for sniffing out survivors who became trapped under rubble and other bombings. Although Rip never received any sort of special training, his amazing aptitude led officials to start using dogs in search and rescue stations after attack. So, rats are awful. Well, I mean, okay, I take that back, because I shouldn't just say rats are awful, because rats are not awful. Like, undomesticated rats are awful, because I know people that do have rats, and they're like dogs, right? And some of these rats are, they're really, really small or smart. And like I said, I used to have people that came to my pet loss meetings that, they had lost pet rats and so forth. And one of my neighbors down the street, she used to have a pet rat as well. And, but the ones that are not domesticated, I'm with you 100%. They're very sneaky. They can get in and out of places like nobody's business. And, it's just what they know. And you're right, they're destructive. They can get in, they can eat all sorts of wires and just make a mess of things. And usually when, if you see one, you can get multitude of them. So anyways, okay, my last fun story. And here's another New Zealand story for you, Michelle. This guy here. Oh no. Said your home was attacked by a horde of rats and they attacked. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Aw, was he okay? Did he come out? I'm sure he came out okay, but that's awful. Yeah, rats are. It's funny too, because we don't get a lot of big rats around here in Ohio. We we don't get a lot of rats here in Ohio, but my sister lives out in Florida, and she lives by the Everglades, and you can you see rats all the time over there. Oh no, yikes. Well, nobody wants to get bit by a rat. And our dogs too. Our dogs will go at anything. That's why I always worry about them in the yard. Going after possums and all sorts of things out there. And I'm always afraid they're going to get bit. And, that's just another horrible. Oh, yeah, they're awful. Yeah, once they get infested in your house and stuff. Well, even mice, you see one mouse in your house. They always say that if you see one, then there's a nest somewhere. And you've got to get those out. If not, they could be horribly destructive. So, and again, they could, carry disease and stuff. And, it's just not a good thing. But anyways, okay, so my last one. Seawash, the duck, fought the Japanese. He was a duck from New Zealand, standing. He's pictured above, standing on the remains of a bunker. He served with the U.S. Marine Corps in World War II. Amazingly, he assumed to be a male. Oh, he was assumed to be a male during his time, but it turns out it's a female. It's a female. It's unclear exactly how this duck joined the first platoon of the 10th Marines, but the story goes that she was won by a Marine in the unit during a game of poker. She was most famous for her actions on the island, where she engaged in a build-to-beat combat with a Japanese rooster. Although she sustained injuries to her head, She managed to drive the enemy back and help secure the beach. She received many honors for her bravery, including a Purple Heart, and would eventually retire at the San Diego Zoo. So, yeah, I don't know. That's, you know what? It's funny that you say that because I read this story. I know, right? Yeah, no. Oh, okay, moderator, no ducking away. I read this story like 6 times, and I'm like, I still don't understand. So she just fought a rooster. So she fought a rooster, and but somehow, like I said, I don't understand how she did it. Right? Duck that. Right. Oh, I bet. You know what? And the one thing I will say, like prior to dogs, ducks were my absolute favorite animal. I love ducks, and I wish you could see that a little bit better. The duck in that picture. Oh, see, there you go. I don't know if they're feeding it liquor or what, but that was a times back then. I guess you could do all sorts of things like that. But yeah, um, I I had a duck when I was little, and we actually had 3 ducks, and 3 little baby ducks, and oh, I absolutely love ducks. I think that they're wonderful little. I know there's a lot of cheesy jokes. I know, like I said, it's Frenchie Friday, so we could do that on Frenchie Friday. It's more of the fun loving show. It's a little bit lighter than our Pet Loss Tuesday. So and it's Friday, so who's not in a good mood on a Friday, right? And but yeah, I like I said, I started out with that parakeet story, and then I just started going down rabbit holes, and I'm like, oh, it's interesting all the fun things that you find, right? And that's out there, and all these like little unique creatures that do fun things, and you've got all these you've got all these dogs and stuff that or dogs, cats, ducks, all those things that are off to war and doing things like that. And then you come to this channel and you have all of our dogs that are I don't think they can make it a day in war, right? I don't think any of these guys. I don't know if they could carry a message. I don't know if they could if they could be on the front lines. I mean, we love them to death, right? So here's the Easter picture. But I mean, we love them to death, right? But yeah, they wouldn't make it out there. They wouldn't. These little posh animals, they wouldn't make it one day out there, right? Nora would think that she's a tank. That's oh wait, no, that's Bubba here. That's Nora. That's the moderator's dog. She has her side name is Ham. We call her Ham. But yeah, right. They're way too spoiled. These animals are all they're loved and they're spoiled, and it wouldn't. The Americans would lose the war. Is what would happen if we put these dogs out there. Especially like Michelle was saying, they get the zoomies and everything else, and I mean everything would just be off track there. They're just way too. There's Coco. Let's see if Coco come up. Come here, Coco. Come here. Come here. Come. Let's see if Coco will come up here. Come here. No, you can't jump this way. Come here. This way. She can't hear me. Come here. You got to do hand signs. Come here. Come here. Come. You come this way. I blocked off her area because I was trying to. Here, get off of that. Come here. Come here. Come. Because I was taking out this box so that I could do the. Let me move this over. See if I can move this over and get her up here. Oops. All right. Come here, Coco. She's ignoring me now. But anyway, so yeah, see, I can't even get her to go upstairs to come up on my couch. Here, maybe now she'll come here. Come here. Come. Yeah. Come here. Come. Nope. She's probably wondering where her sister was. Her sister was taken out for being loud because they were being loud. So, but anyways, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed these stories. Like I said, I had fun looking them up as well. You never know what you're going to find out there. Never know what you're going to find. like I said, I was really impressed with. I can't wait to put my little decanter up there. The little tequila thing that, like I said, and I'll post the information on for their website. They are pretty pricey. I'm not gonna lie, for one of those. But my thing is this again. Part of the proceeds went to charity, and then it was something I'll have for a very, very long time. And like I said, I don't really drink anymore, so it'll probably be there a really, really long time. So, and also like these were adorable too. So, but anyways, yeah. So looking forward to Frenchie Friday to Pet Loss Tuesday. Yeah, it is. It's something special, right? I mean, granted, I've got like tons and tons of French Bulldog stuff over here, but like nothing that I like those kind of unique pieces. And I've got a lot of different. I had a French Bulldog statue over here, and then Coco broke it. Yes, you did. You broke my statue. During one of the filming, she jumped over on my table and knocked it off and broke it. But I've got tons of other little French Bulldog statues as well, and just something nice to add to the collection. Rosie was released. Rosie was, I know, the moderator. Come on. Now, as I say, now Coco's going to come up here too. Come on. Come. All right, so the potato's up. And now let's see. Let's get Coco Chanel's up here. Here's Coco. Yeah, she was waiting for her sister to come down. Hi, Cokie. Yeah, she was waiting for her sister to come down. Yeah, here's Coco. Coque's here, and Rosie. Everybody's here. They just came. You guys came just in time. I know. Thank you. They came just in time. We've got a few more minutes, but we've got again, Pet Loss Tuesday is going to be on Tuesday, and at 7 p.m. And then we'll have another Frenchie Friday next Friday, and then again we got Father's Day. I know. I know. They're in their lovey-dovey mood right now. They love each other. And what was it? Only 3-4 months ago, poor little Coco was having that, had that surgery and all that stuff. And I'm so happy. I just, God love it. She's such a good girl. But again, these two would not make it in war. And I'm okay with that. I don't need them to go to war. I just need them to be, good little companion, good little companion animals. So, but I hope everybody enjoyed the information today. Like I said, I thought it was fun, something different. And like I said, looking forward to Tuesday to Pet Loss Tuesday. And, if you're here, I appreciate you more than anything. Like I always say, if you don't have a friend, you have one now. Please, I know, right? Rosie always takes care of Coco. Always. She loves her. Even when she tries to bite her, she loves her. And which isn't often. But she does. They love each other. From the minute that we adopted Coco, I mean they just took to each other like, they were like little magnets. And I wasn't sure because Coco came from such a rough situation, and then yes, you did. You came from such a rough situation, and then but yeah, such well behaved. But are you just being sarcastic, Patty? What are you getting in her ears for? But yeah, you know what? They're not bad. They're not bad. They are good girls. And I told you too when we went camping a few weeks ago. This one right here, Rosie, decided that she was going to take off outside of the gate and run towards the woods, and she would have never made it. Rosie would have never made it out in those woods. So she hightailed it, back right away. But she knew, I think she saw what was out there, knew that, that we wouldn't have a warm bed or anything else. So, but anyways, all right, we will see everybody on Tuesday, 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And I hope you had a good time tonight. We'll have Frenchie Friday next Friday as well. Look at my legs. But yeah, please thank you all for coming. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you know other people that might enjoy this, please send them along. Or if they know that, if you know anybody that needs anything, the pet loss information, send them on Tuesday. We'd love to have them. But anyways, have a good rest of your Friday. I hope you enjoy the weather. We still got a little light left. But enjoy the weather. Have a safe few days, and I will see everybody on Tuesday. Tuesday. Everybody stay safe and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye. Here. Oh, you guys are killing me.